There we go. Everything is looking good. Yep, I can hear myself, so that's a good start. Perfect. In that case, welcome on in. And yeah, bit of an impromptu stream. Been a couple of weeks, and I've just realised I've still got my monitor on. There we go. That started me off. Yeah, by monitor, I meant the mic monitor, so I can hear myself back. Some people like it. I personally can't get on with it. I hate hearing myself back as it completely throws me off as to what I'm speaking about, and yeah, kind of derails any thought process. But yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. Initially, got a little bit ill. Had a few issues. Well, I think kind of everyone in the UK had kind of a chesty cough or something along those lines, or just in my case, throat felt like had knives in it. Wasn't great, but we're all back up, and now Christmas is over, very close to New Year. But yeah, we are back, and we are taking on Line Rock in the Toyota GR86s. Now, I haven't actually shown any of the new season's stuff so far. I really wanted to with the first race and Okayama last week, but just haven't been able to get a stream out. So we are here as the first bit of content in the 86. Initially, my kind of first impressions of the car, it was week one, so it was at Virginia for the oak tree got updated and removed, and I feel like Virginia, it was not a great track for the car. I don't know why, it just, particularly with the roller coaster corner um, and the final right-hander and the weight transfer kind of completely, it was a difficult track for the car, is what I'm saying. It just made the handling of the car feel like a boat at times. You try and shift it one way and the weight transfer would just go the other way. It was a weird track. Um, However, Okayama last week, car actually felt comfortable. Comparing to like the OX5, you could just blitz it around corners. You felt like you actually had grip and was confident in it. And it seems to be kind of similar with Lime Rock from what I've kind of had a practice of. So far, I've only done 2 races a little bit earlier today, and both races I have died. um, Race 1, I was already off the pace by about 2 seconds. I wasn't too sure kind of if the brake markers are sort of similar to it in the MX-5. Particularly turn 1, I couldn't quite get the hang of getting around the corner with that in the Toyo. But yeah, with that, made me about 2 seconds off the pace. So I was quite happy to start off at the back. Even with that, I got punted. So yeah, second race went a lot better. Got more comfortable with the track. Qualified P2 and literally turned, no, lap 2, I think it was. Ended up getting punted off the track. So that is why the stream title is Surviving Lime Rock. While it's a fairly straightforward track, going to probably be seeing times around the 1 minute mark, maybe 1 minute, well, up to 1 minute 2, I would say. It's a fairly quick track. Not too technical. You can, well, most of it you do feel like you're kind of flat out the whole time. More technical corners are kind of turn 1 to 3, and then you've got a bit of a uphill kind of chicane which can catch people out, particularly lap 1. Just how you go into it, it does kind of concertina up towards, if you're, well, towards the back of the pack, and can make that corner a little bit tricky getting up. But if you're towards the front, you should hopefully go through it without any issues, really. So that's kind of where we're at. We should be getting into our split very shortly now. It's 15:15, the race starts, and I was hoping to get a little bit of practice in beforehand, but said just we'll have a little bit of a chat. So there we go. Qualifying for race has started. And so far, fastest times I've seen are in the 59s. Now, I can't get anywhere near that. Well, I say anywhere near that. I think my fastest is minute flat with like 3/10 or something like that. So I'm close, but not quite. I just can't kind of figure out where else I can maybe improve. It's probably just down to braking. I feel like that's a lot of my issues. Just maybe braking a little bit too much. Need to work on the trail braking just to carry that speed into some corners. But we'll see how we do. However, let's take a look here then. Sort my windows. So one kind of this thing you might have noticed. Yeah, is that obviously previous streams that I have been playing in VR. Another kind of issue that I had was with the amount of VR I was playing, it was really starting to kind of hurt my eyes. A lot of eye strain. In terms of like motion sickness or any of that, I was fine. That wasn't a problem. It was literally a case of the day after I've been playing previous night sort of thing. I was really struggling to focus. So really do enjoy VR. It might just be a case of I need to work on kind of settings a little bit, improve clarity. As if you've seen any of the streams, I was always kind of messing about at the start of races and such to try and get that clarity as pinpoint as perfect, well pinpoint as possible. But it was always a little bit different each time. So I think that was kind of where the strain came from. But nowadays I am now actually using my triple setup. Obviously you can't quite see it, but normally with racing games, even though I've had these triples for quite a while, I've mainly used it just as well, separate monitors and just kept it as that with a single monitor. Some people probably wondering why. um, Mainly it was just because I felt more comfortable with that at the time. Even now, the left monitor, it's kind of just full windscreen, windscreen, rear view mirror. No, what the called? I've completely gone blank. Side mirrors. There you go. It's just for the left side mirror. You get a bit more view with the right one. However, unless I'm kind of nearby, I tend to not really need to use it. I kind of just rely on the rear view mirror and go from there. But it's something I'm getting used to. It's kind of that middle ground. It's not quite VR. It's better than single monitor, and I can still kind of see about me, and it doesn't hurt as much in the long run. So it's a healthy kind of compromise, I would say. But here we go. Time to qualify. Let's get going. And there you go. So, okay, you can't quite see my webcam's covering out, but my best is a 1 minute 2, with my optimal currently at a 1 minute 0.5. So it's close to that 59 barrier, but not quite. So let's just get a feel for this car again. Go then. So this is the kind of little chicane I was on about, wanting to brake just before the strips to the left, and it's an interesting one. You feel like it's slow to kind of pick up speed, but eventually you do it. However, that is going to be the scene of a lot of casualties generally, particularly lap 1, so expect to hear something regarding that. But here we go then, first quali lap. Let's see how we're doing. I'm braking at the blue cone here. A little bit too slidey. Drop to second. Yeah, it's just not getting it slow down. Sorry. Yeah. Put on throttle. Okay, took that inside grab a little bit too much. We get... Ooh. I thought I hit that just nicely. Again, it's a tricky one to kind of get used to. You want to turn in as soon as possible to get yourself a better line up the hill, but other times you do hit that kind of sausage curve thing. I say that thing because it's not a normal traditional sausage curve. It's kind of a big cube on it. So it's a valid lap, but it's not a very good one. So let's see if we can improve this time. There we go, a lot better this time round into turn one. Still a little bit hesitant in that second gear. It's fine. Better exit them. Still 310s down, but that's not too bad. A lot of time there, just didn't get the turn in right, and I was kind of heading towards the left curb. That's fine. Four X out of second down, so this is probably going to put us about mid-pack. It's fine.
All right, there's checkered flag.
Not ideal. 1013, so literally a second off the best RPB, and yeah, as expected, right around mid-pack. Just don't know. Felt like ages because of streaming, you know, I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, just feeling a little bit more pressure. Don't know why, just pressure on myself. Want to try and perform as well as you can, and yeah, just not quite getting it, unfortunately. But we are seeing someone in our split with that 59 breaking into that sub 1 minute barrier. Fair play to him. So realistically, he is #1 seed in this split as well, so he is living up to that number there. Just realised we are 12th as well, so about where we're expecting, I guess. Exactly. Didn't realise we are actually starting on 12th in the grid. So yeah, that's where we're going for this lap. Let's quick look. So it wasn't going too bad. Could have been better through here. However, it was all here, which is where it went wrong. Ooh. Okay. So on finish our lap, I was going to have a look into a little uphill chicane sort of thing. However, to grid we go. Grid we go. Thank you.
1 lap to green. Line up on the right side. Closed. Pit road is closed.
So obviously first stream with this. Anyone who hasn't seen this GR86 Cup, it is a rolling start in all the races. It's very weird, each one, has to be said. So with Virginia, it was a full lap rolling start. Quite a few times, I have to say, I got punted on that rolling start. I don't know why. Just kept on getting nailed into. Always an interesting one. But yeah, obviously, Virginia, quite a long lap anyway, in these type of cars. Add a pace car to it. It's over a 2-minute lap, which did take its time. Okayama last week, a lot quicker. Actually lined you up to, well, about 2 corners from the start line. So that was a nice quick rolling start to get going. And this one is a full lap rolling start, which isn't as bad, seeing as it is quite a small track anyway. So you do get around it fairly quickly, and as of yet I haven't been punted from this rolling start, but there's always a first. There's always a first. But let's take it nice and easy. And so far, everyone's kind of pretty cautious at this track, at least, particularly with the uphill section. Usually, everyone will kind of give each other space, just go single file as you go up there. Hopefully, it's the same. So, obviously, third race that I've done at this track in this car, and started from the back, been punted, started from the front, been punted, and this time around we're right in the thick of it. So going off our previous results, it's not looking good. This is usually where you don't want to be, if anywhere. You kind of want to be at one end or the other. However, let's iron this 18 car,
Get ready, going green.
close the gap a little bit. Okay, yep. Base car is away. I've just heard a smash. And everyone's put it down.
Green, green, green.
Okay, so we've got about to start there. Not the worst thing in the world though. Red car behind us, miles away. Take the inside line here. Generally you always want to go around in
Left side.
inside. Trying to pass on the outside's quite hard.
Car on your left.
In that first corner.
Keep to the
Lightning
right.
McQueen slipping on
Clear on the left.
to the left of us, sir. Being in the middle of the pack here, you just can survive.
You got a slow car on the left.
There we go. Casualties everywhere.
Right side.
People going off the track. Try and pick a line to get through this chaos. And while we dropped our pace and lost probably about 5 seconds to the leaders, we're still alive. That's the main thing at this point. You will see probably a few more incidents. And it's just a case of keeping your eye out as much as you can, really. There you go. So looking like trying to go full wide into turn one. This is not going to end well. Go on the inside. Oh,
Car stop on the right. Go left.
what the hell was that guy doing? We're joining the track at 1 mile an hour on the racing line as well. With this, these type of starts, it's really hard to try and get into a rhythm and get going at pace. You're just constantly looking out rather than actually racing.
Slow car ahead. Car stop on the right. Go left.
Another casualty of the chicane. Alright. Seeing a lot of smoke. I don't know if someone just, or say, locked up. Got ABS on these cars, but maybe dips a tire in the grass or something. I'm not sure. These two getting the move done for the corner. Doesn't mean it's over just yet. Lightning Queen coming back on. Elbows out straight away. Alright, we're out in the back of this guy now. I'm hoping this guy doesn't go for a lunge to the side of me. Well
Car on
done.
your left.
Playing it smart.
Clear on the left.
So we're massively off pace at the moment. Currently our predicted is a 1:03. Just too far off, but can't really get around people at some of the times that you're catching up to people in the lap. And you kind of just have to accept you have to drop your pace a little bit. getting a bit more comfortable now. One little quirk of this car I've found is really doesn't like dropping gears if you're not slowed down enough.
Go left.
Oh, fucking hell. Don't move just yet. You try and downshift, the back end will try and step out and kill you quite aggressively. Okay, so P12 coming across the line now, and starting to get a bit of space. A lot of mistakes early on in the race from others. We haven't made too many so far, but nothing that's cost us position as of yet. So start gonna head down and get the pace up a little bit, really. Thomas behind us, 0.3 is catching. Get a good exit out of there, we might be able to make the move on Jean. Back of this bumper, climb down the inside,
Left side.
brake late.
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
And get the move done. Thomas follows us through. Not quite, he's still battling back there, but that's helping us out. Let's extend that gap and start chasing down McQueen up ahead of us. Big bump there. So that Toyota, the back end flying. Lose a couple of tenths through that, hopefully. So gap's currently 0.5. We'll see what we can do now that we've got a clean lap under us. Shouldn't have any more issues this lap, ideally. So let's see what we're doing. Oh shit. Fucking hell. Alright. Get back to it. Gonna throttle down fully, thinking I'll be able to bring it in and just use the runoff to the left. Unfortunately, dipped the tyre on that grass and it wanted to go sideways straight away. Lost a lot of time there, unfortunately. Thankfully, he seems to be a lot quicker than Thomas through this back end of the course. Can't quite get close enough to do a move on the straight, which is pretty much the only overtaking point at this track. We'll go defensive still otherwise, so. Hit that curb.
Car on your left. Clear.
Oh, shit. Okay, so
Car right.
he followed the line, done the exact same as us.
Clear on the right.
Just too many mistakes when I'm ahead. In this position, when you're right behind the car, not a problem. I'll follow the line and not have a problem. But as soon as I've got a bit of a gap or anything like that, or if I'm leading, bottle it every time. I don't know what it is. So we did lose position there from Sean. Thomas unfortunately kind of followed the line, had the same issue, and lost the car just on the curb slash grass. Just trying to put the power down too early, getting us offline. There you go, that should be a bit more like it. Alright, should be able to keep close to Jean here. The greatest entry into that. I have to go one extra lap. Try and do the same move again, just stick nice and close. It's not a bad line actually through there. We've got a nice little run, but I'd say probably not close enough. No, maybe. Car nosing.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
There we go. I didn't think the move was already on. I put my nose in just to cause a bit of annoyance, really, more than anything. And we actually got the position back, so this time we need to not boil it again and start putting in some decent laps to start ruining Raja ahead of us. Okay. Had a better run up the hill, went straight into the back of me, that's cool. Okay, so gap over the line, 4.6 seconds according to this. 4.4 now actually. Let's see if we can get that down a little bit. Thought I'd try sticking in third. Just didn't quite get the rotation you need. Sometimes just dropping into that second gear really does help massively. But got a nice little gap from Jean now. He's backed off after that little contact with our bumper. And that curb a little bit hard, but all good. Welcome on Steel and Ravello. How's it going? Yeah, no VR today. Saying at the start, after kind of the last few streams, when I was constantly playing it, kind of really hurt my eyes to the point where the next day I just couldn't really focus on anything. So fucking hell. There we go. We got the position, but the Queen did try and kill us. So yeah, since then, kind of ditched the VR for now. Probably go back to it, but maybe in short doses. And moved over to the triple screens that I've got, but never really used. So seems to be going well for us at the moment. And not adding more problems, so all in all, I'll take it as a win. Yeah, hope you two have had a good Christmas. Obviously, still see you've been enjoying the Lego set.
You're in the top 10.
Nice little MCL. Is it 36? I just can't remember the code. Seeing a lot of smoke up ahead and a yellow flag. Guessing someone's binned it. Not seeing a car though, so maybe they've disappeared. Not sure. Still building it. Fair play. Didn't realise how many hours it took until Chizu mentioned it. Seemed like a good 10-hour project or so you have to put in to get it all done. Alright, we're gonna have to go defensive here. Right, and the green is right on us.
Car on your left. Slow car ahead. Clear on the left. You got a slow
Too
car
wide.
on the left.
Fuck's sake, where's this car going? Oh, thank God for that. I thought he was just gonna sit in the middle. These guys are a lot quicker, suddenly. I'm still off the pace. Not really too sure why. Should be in the minutes quite comfortably, but just sitting on the verge. 1 minute ones.
White flag. One more lap to go.
Alright, last lap, P10. I don't think we're going to be making any more positions unless there's an incident up ahead, but I just keep our head down, don't ball it this last lap. It's time consuming, that's the whole point. Lego's expensive, you at least want to get some decent hours out of it. So I would pick up a load more sets if it was a little bit cheaper, but I'll stick with my good old eBay building blocks versions. Fucking hell. Is he going to pit me to the line? He has. Fucking hell, he just had such a good run out of there.
Still there, hold your line.
Absolutely painful there. So we do finish P10. Devastating.
Good job. Very
Bloody
good
hell.
job.
I thought I had it. I had a good little gap, but look at this. He just flies past me. Didn't even really need a tow. And got that nose up ahead to the finish line. Fair play. So, where we finished P10, it said? Yeah, even on race ups it says P10. Not really too sure. Oh no, I'm completely looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at our number. So yeah, finished P10 from P13 on the grid. 3 positions gained, not too bad, but for some reason 101s is a bit of a curse. Not too good. Need to improve that for the next race. Let's get out of that. But overall, we survived. A lot of issues at the start of the race. Had to kind of abandon racing and more go into surviving, but we've done well. Let's look. Yeah, that is this race. So a little bit of a gain, 0.1, nothing too big. Same with iRacing, 0.5. Kind of expected for P10, but 559 as well. Too bad. Let's have a look. Interesting. Okay, so that was actually the only split. That's really weird. Every other time I've raced, I've been racing so far in this cup for the past couple of weeks, various times. I've never seen more, well, less than maybe 5 splits, and it just happened with this one. There was only one. Odd. Fair enough. Well, what we're doing is series and just adjust it. Should be available. There we go. So we got ourselves a bit of time to practice. And also, happy to say, over the little break, is we've managed to get our C class. Managed it last week, Minok I am. So yeah, quite happy with that. Unfortunately though, now it's kind of at the point where I'm having to purchase a couple of things if you want to go to C class. So I still haven't quite made up my mind as to what I'm wanting to do for C class. In terms of having a look, shows everything without a filter. So kind of cups I was looking at maybe going for Formula C, so F3 in the Delara. This week's actually a good week to do it if I get the car at least, because it's at Okayama. Too bad. Next week it's at Kota and Magni Cores, which I haven't had a go yet. But then on to Brands Hatch, which is a track I do really want to do. I'm trying to find series with that. Usually towards the end, having a look. But that is one of the series I'm kind of looking into it. Same with this touring car. Really wanting to give kind of touring cars a go. They are a lot of fun. Probably going to go with the Civic because out of those, it's my favorite one. Realistically, I think most people are likely to be Audi. But for me, it'll probably be the Civic. And over at Imola, yeah, I've completely forgot. Doesn't actually have the name in the name. It's just Enzo di Ferrari. Yeah, not too bad. In Formula cars, I don't like Imola, but in touring car, it might be a little bit different. So the schedule looking like. So okay, so Daytona, if you want to give it a go, and because that is Donington, which is probably say it is my favorite track. Has to be said. I do love a good bit of Donny. Always good fun trying to go through the Craner curves and the old hairpin at the bottom. Try and survive that. Had a few near misses every now and again. But it's a pretty good calendar, I have to say. So we've got Brands 2 weeks after that. 3 weeks, sorry. And Road America to finish off. So Touring Car, another series I'm potentially looking at getting into. I'm not too sure as to how busy the splits are really. That one. I haven't really seen a lot of people kind of say much about it. But it's a potential one. And video mentioned there was an advanced MX5 Cup series. Now this one I didn't even know about. I thought it kind of died off with just rookies and production or Fanatec Production Cup if you want to still run it, but they're currently at Roadland. Well, bad little setup. Winton Motor Raceway. I haven't seen that track in any other series. That's a bit of a curveball. Gara Ring, hate the track, but again, haven't seen that in any other series. So, in terms of the schedule list, same with Phillip Island. Tracks differ the most compared to every other series, so perhaps not the best in terms of financially putting it, like balancing it. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at for Class C at the moment. Interesting one. I'll have a continued think about it, see what we do. For now, let's join in our practice session for the race. See if we can get into the minutes again. Just see what was going wrong, really. I think it was all in that first sector, mainly just struggling, trying to work out where to put the power down again. Few laps to brush up should do the trick. And yeah, still, you say be alright if you can race it. I thought iRacing were gonna come back and sort out another session to remote into your PC. Well, is that still to happen? Because yeah, I really don't know what's happened with yours. It's well and truly messed up in the simplest way of putting it. tomorrow at 2:30. Yeah, okay, not too bad. In fact, that's probably their first day back as well. After the Christmas break, so fair play to them getting it kind of scheduled in as soon as possible. But hopefully, they've kind of seen every problem nowadays with their software, so they should be able to sort it out pretty quick. It's just a weird one because when I did manage to get the webpage loading for you to sign in, it was just going up to the sign up bit. It wouldn't actually give you the redirect to sign in. Annoying. It got escalated to one of the managers. Ooh. Are you like a Karen? Just start screaming, "Can I speak to the manager? I want to play iRacing." Just fully kick off. Yeah. At least it's still in progress. They haven't just forgotten about you. He said anything. That's fair enough though. But if they've taken what you've said and have internally escalated it, either it's not a common thing, which is kind of good. As I said, it is very weird. Even when we were kind of looking together, there wasn't much about it from other people. But yeah, maybe that one of their managers knows the fix. All right, give ourselves a bit of a gap. What should we deal with this and have someone come right out in front of me from the pits? It's usually the way. I found it as well. A little bit slow coming up this hill. Not too sure why. It's absolutely haunting entering into that corner. Alright. Okay, so we've got ourselves a nice little run here. No one coming out into the pits while I looked at it, so happy days. He's gone straight off. Ooh, that curb. I saw that outer go green. I thought, yes, got it nailed in. But nah, hit the curb on the inside. You really can't hit that. Okay, yeah, fold not being created. Makes sense. So it's probably to do with that folder that I kept on deleting. But as to why you wouldn't have permissions to it, it's a bit odd. As far as I'm aware, you're the only one that uses your PC, so you should be admin automatically for it. But, yeah, you never know. Could have some funky stuff going on with the perms. I care way too much. Tried to use it to rotate the car, and instead it just bumps me off. Okay. I was about to say terrible line through there, but somehow saved it. Not too bad. I only lost tiny bit to my PB. Didn't get the car turned in there though. Right. Come on. So, just out of blue cone. Oh, sliding. We are sliding. I put that down to her in slow car ahead and seeing him slide as well, so that's our excuse for that lap. See, that's how you should do it. Completely avoid that curb, Just try and get the car to the left side as much as possible. That one I just broke on the curb.
You cut the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
We got probably looking 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Cool. We will get a minute lap again. It's like wish I was streaming the second race now because I just felt comfortable with the car. Can't get anywhere near that now. Pretty shit, but could be worse. To the left. He's just put my foot down there. I was waiting for it to try and roll into the left and just didn't. And 10th there. And again. Just can't work my head out. Oh, wrap my head around it. There you go. That's the expression. The ground. Just keep your foot planted. Little portaloo on the side. Why the fuck am I just skidding off there?
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
I'm braking at the point and just not slowing down.
Car stops on the right.
Try this again. First sector was good. Right, try again. Through tenths is the important one then. So same braking point. Slow down that time. I don't feel like I did anything differently. When I watch it back, I'll probably see on the telemetry that I broke a lot more or something along those lines, and it was just very simply put, I didn't brake. But in terms of pedal feel at least, didn't seem like I was too far off. Going a little bit deeper to turn one. Allows me to turn in a bit more. Not get killed by that inside curb. Alright, all important moment. I know I broke already that. But it's fine. Made the corner still. Okay, so a 10th down. All in all, normally I'll be ignored with that, but there you go. 1 minute 3. Previous lap was a minute 6 from that, so the aim was to get back into the minutes comfortably and But now doing that a bit more consistently, which is good news, I guess. Still could be improved, but well. Dodgy line there. Gonna get a car to the left far enough.
Car stops on the right. Car stops on the right. Go left.
Yeah. So you might just give him that. Just scrubbed away any speed I had. So go deep. Drop to second and then turn in. And without the little slide, that's definitely the better line. Try and hit this a bit cleaner this time. Okay, yeah, turning way too early. It's fine. What's that? Minute 1.
You got a toy car on the right.
Don't you hate it when people come out of the pits and just get directly in your way? And cheers. Just what I needed. Yep, go wide. Thank you.
Left side. Clear.
What have we got? Oh wow, another 10 minutes practice. Let's see. Can maybe get into the 59s before the new session. Big ass, but we've got close to our PB. Nothing to say that we can't do it. So we really need to hook up everything. Alright. Second. Bring it round. Fucking hell. I saw the back end just went. The wheel went very loose and I just started off to the left a little bit there. It's another 10th going up that hill though, but it's expected. Right, that's obviously curb there on the right. Isn't going to do any favours. And just a little bit too early. Oh no, put the power on too early. And we are spinning.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Bench come to a stop. Okay, so yeah, best time from that was a minute 3. Plenty of people getting into that 59, so any of them in track. See if I can try and watch one of them, see what they're doing so much better. Surely one of them's got to be on track now. Oh, yeah, he is on track. Sound. All right. Goes up. Just as replays. Can't find him. Sandro, he's third. There we go. Are you out? Oh, see. Okay, this guy's our best. He's only 3/10 ahead of us, but we'll see if there's anything he's doing differently that maybe give us those extra couple of tenths. Where are we going? Cockpit. There he is. Right in front of me. Alright. So. Let's start a new lap. We're on the last corner. Drops off the speed a little bit more. At the same time, carries a bit more. He's not scrubbing his tyres as much. So that's one thing. That Toyota needs to stay out of the way. Thank you. I want to see a clean lap from this guy. Seemed like he went into second quite quick, but he's not bringing it as far to the left. Harrison gets that little bump as well. Breaking point, yep. A little blue Portaloos. Didn't even seem like he let go of the throttle until he started, like, started turning and then dropped off. Interesting. Like, oh, on the grass. Fourth, third, second now. And he puts the power on. So he literally just lets it rolls all the way through. And then at the end of the strips, he drops the second and then puts the power down for that turn one. Turn two, we do about the same. Looks like he just, with how he does turn one, he gets more to the right. Set himself up. Into third. Up we go. Now in third zone. Yeah, I'm not hearing that engine drop its revs whatsoever. He turns and then drops it. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got another 5 minutes into our actual race. Let's go on out there. Looks like we've got ourselves a nice little gap, to be honest. 26 seconds to the next guy on track, so give us time just to get up to speed. Ooh, there we go. I think on that turn, so I need to let it roll a little bit more. Trying to get on the power, a little bit too impatient with it. That is the main one. No, so 3 turns, then he lifts, but I just skid straight out. Just turn a little bit earlier. Is that the key? That one wasn't too bad. Go then, so down, let it roll, down second.
So do you like this, man?
Yeah, that didn't quite work for me, did it?
Sorry, buddy.
It's okay. We go again. I think I tried to put the throttle down too early. Once more, so everything was fine. I shifted around here, but then I put the throttle on and that just sent me out wide like my normal line. Maybe I need to go deeper into turn one. Use kind of get in the middle really to actually use that kind of turning when you drop into second and then put the power. That's a lot better. Okay. Not too bad there. Giving ourselves a decent little setup for
Go left.
this lap. Come on, get this car turn. Okay. Just about keeping it under control. Oh, fuck. Good save, but yeah, took way too much of that inside curb. So you sent the car there. Alright. Last lap. Not starting it very well. Maybe do one more. Down. Roll. Second. I'd say, why did I upshift to third? Just get on the track if we can.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Saves having to do an out lap again and all that stuff. There we go. One more then. Greatest start to your main lap, but that's fine. Trying to force the car to do what I want. It's not working, unsurprisingly. Going faster up there though. Off way too much. Time. Lapping us. Go wide.
You got a slow car on the left. Go right.
Oh no! Of course. The one time I actually get the entrance okay. There's a car still parked there. I was hoping that you would just disappear as I came round. But it wasn't to be. Alright. Actually. Okay, so a few things at least changed. So previously my optimal can't quite see it actually. Okay. Yeah, previously my optimal was a minute flat, 0.05 something. At least we're now in 59s, so things definitely possible. But nevertheless, there we go. We'll join this, and just while this is joining our session, I'm gonna quickly put the toilet, and shall be back with you in 2 seconds. And I'm back. Hopefully that wasn't too long for you. And we're still in the practice, so not going to start in any quality time. But to be honest, with how short this track is, you definitely don't need all 8 minutes that it gives you. So I have plenty of time in the bag. Let's have a look. Seeing then. So 16th in terms of split. So either gonna have some fast people with us, or just my rating a little bit lower than these guys. Have a look, see if there's any names I recognise. Nothing I can see. Sometimes, particularly if you're doing back-to-back kind of races, you do see the same names pop up. Obviously, you're all around the same I rating, so it's kind of bound to happen. But in this case, nothing from what I can tell. Practice finishing up. Time for quali. So yeah, if we manage to get a time in the minute, we should put ourselves in a decent little spot. Just a case of actually doing it and not bottling it, really. Give ourselves best outlet possible. Mainly see the last kind of couple corners, the key ones. Don't want to hit anything or kind of scrub away your speed on the straight. Set that down a little bit too slow. Alright, so mess up this corner. Not too bad.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go then. First flying lap.
Okay, here
Let's
comes
see
the
what we
first
can do
time
and
lap.
if that practice beforehand actually has helped us. Just about. Little bump. Not too bad. Still looking good on time though. Okay. Panicked a little bit. Felt like I was going a touch too hot into that corner, and I've lost a couple of tenths because of it. But could be worse. For a moment, I did think we were going to go straight on. Alright. What's that?
One more lap.
At 0.8? 0.9. A bit too slidey into that first corner. Slow to get on the power there. Might still improve because we had quite a bad back end of the track and going into here. But no PBs this time round. A lot better up the hill this time round. There we go. So yeah, I kept that same delta pretty much all the way around. So 105, 6, yeah.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
5.6. Where does that put us? Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I can't quite read that on my stream, so. Okay. No one in the 59s in this split then. Actually just dropped down to 5th as we finish our session. But I mean, all of these times definitely doable. Obviously, gonna have actual traffic and all that stuff as well this time around. So unless you're on a tow, I probably wouldn't expect to see a 59. Maybe, who knows? Overall, got ourselves in a decent position. We shouldn't have got kind of held up as we did last time round. The previous race. Just still need to kind of keep an eye out for any crashes up ahead. And as long as we survive the first 2 laps, I would say, should be kind of straightforward, and would just be down to us hopefully not making any mistakes. I think after the first 2 laps, it should kind of spread out enough at that point. Realistically, you're only going to be seeing kind of moves down straight into turn 1, and apart from that, you shouldn't really have to worry about anything else. But you never know. People do love to find new and interesting ways to absolutely bin it. Simply put. So there you go. Qualifying ending a little bit earlier. Just because you definitely don't need the full 8 minutes on this track. It's so quick. But yeah, P6. It's not a bad position. 3rd row. And now we just have to... We should be okay. I'm thinking. One thing I have noticed is sometimes... I don't know if it's just down to preference or if they are just kind of not paying attention. Kind of generally don't have people right on the back of you for a rolling start. Quite often you see times, I don't know if they're trying to give themselves a better run up and kind of back off so far to the point where they can just go pretty much full throttle coming out the last corner and then misjudge it or something like that. But you don't get any smashes. If you do, at least make it spectacular. Get a bit of content out of it.
1 to go, next time by. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed right now.
Okay, so on the outside, not really ideal where I want to be. That's one thing we may have to do, depending on how clean of a start we do get, is just switch to on the inside. I think I started saying it in the previous race, but if you try and make a move around the outside, it seems like you've got a load of room. You can just fully go around. But as you actually go towards the kind of outside of the corner, the track just comes in on itself, and you don't realize it until you're on the grass. But hopefully, we don't end up there. Should have done better in quality. I done better than last time. We shaved pretty much a second off our time. Unfortunately, just still wasn't quite enough. There we go. Last person on the grid now. Get going in a couple of seconds. Also that, a very important message. Tyres are cold in the first lap, so no dive bombs. Had to. Mate, I reckon you do well in this, mate. Obviously, I only got F1 to kind of go off with you, but
Look, F1, everyone.
I reckon you'll be fine, mate. And these have TC as well, so you don't even have to
Same up through the mid pack.
worry about that. You're used to that. Would be good when you do eventually get on them. I reckon you will enjoy our racing as a whole.
Boy.
Just gonna back off.
Let them in through if you can, big guys.
doing OTC next season. Oh,
Car.
so you've made the switch over to wheel again. Obviously, final couple races last season, and you're also going OTC. Say goodbye to those fast, lightning quick starts. They will not be happening anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if the first race you end up going straight into the barrier as well, trying to put your foot down a little bit too
Get
eager.
ready, going green. The pace
Race
car
car
is
gone.
in.
Throw away. There you go, that purple car. He knew what to do straight away on the inside. Got a Golf livery on the right of us. Can't really dive in. Just gonna have to stick around the outside.
Car right. Still there. Clear on the right.
Just get the position. Just can't really do much there. It's early days. There's no point trying to fight. Lap 1, turn 1. If I'm fast, I'll get the position back. Nice little run through that corner. Keep it up through the final corner. Nice. Okay, so right in the back of this Golf Toyota, all wide into turn 1. This is going to end in tears for someone. And
Slow car on the left.
massive 3-car shunt. I would say call me Mystic Meg, but everyone saw that one coming. Okay, now. Oh, that's an extra 3 positions gained. Should put us P4, I think. P5. Can't tell. You've actually got more up-to-date information. Yeah, P5. Let's settle down a bit now then. Focus on
Where's your fault, man?
catching that number 9 car.
Leave your space, man.
You're in fifth.
Too much sliding. Said I needed to go a little bit deeper into turn 1, but not that deep. Okay, now. Swing it back round. Keeping it tight. Load a couple of tenths on the Golf cart. At the same time, pulled away a little bit from Nathan behind us. Nice. Slowly reeling him in. Bits. Okay, we're all good. That curve a little bit awkward angle there, thought I lost it. Into rhythm for that turn 1. Too much grass there. Oh, fuck now, what's happened to him?
Go right.
Ah! Lightning McQueen here, Kinless.
Go right.
Oh, he's lost it as well. 2 free places. Thank you very much. That is us into P3, and we've still yet to make any proper overtakes. We do love to see people bin there, and you just taking advantage of it. Alright. On to Alex next then, P2. However, we have got Nathan right behind us. Now,
Right side.
dive down the inside. Try to squeeze it a little bit.
Clear.
Just got to get the position, go for the switchback,
Car on your left.
brake.
Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Yeah, tried to go deeper into the corner to go for the switchback again as he went round, and I just lost the car. But only a couple of tenths loss. Could be worse. Tried to get too fancy with the move. We're right in the back of him now. He only caught us because of the toe, so should be able to get past him fairly easily again. It's gone wide there. Ooh. He's dropped off the power a lot though to keep that on the track. Just ruining him in.
You got a slow car on the left. Car stop on the left.
Is that P2?
Go
No?
right. The next
That
car
P1
lead
that's
up
binned it.
left side.
Yeah.
Clear on the left.
So that's P1 that binned it. Out the left hand up. So I can expect him to be quite quick and maybe catch up. So we really need to get past Nathan again now to act as a bit of a buffer already. Alex got a fairly healthy little gap, 4 seconds, but as you've just seen, it doesn't matter how far ahead you are. If you make a mistake, you're gone. That consistency and just staying on the track.
Back in third. Keep hustling.
It's a lot better. Hit it straight away though, in the next corner. Depending on how well we do out this on these next 2 corners, I might be able to get a bit of a run. And a corner like that, no I won't. Take back that idea. I'll have to go again. Let's focus on these first sector.
Get out of the way!
Suppose what we lost on the final 2 corners back up. Should gain a little bit more coming up the hill. We go right on the back now. Got the setup right. Just need to nail it for this bit. There we go. Now we've got the job done. Nice and early.
Car on your left.
Just a lot more speed through there this time round.
Still there, hold your line. Stay on the right. Clear.
Days gave us the room, thankfully.
I hope you're happy, Goldwood.
Now I can deal with former P1 behind him. So we hopefully drift off into the sunset. All going well. Quite surprising as well with all that battling. You know, previously I said the gap was 4.4. From Alex, it's only increased by a tiny margin. Alright. Nathan's coming right back at us. Take the defensive line. Keep him there.
Okay, Okay, you're in second. Keep to the right. Clear.
Shit, done too much. Just kept it on the grass, and thankfully had to deal with P4. Messed up there though. Not what we need. That's what I was saying in the last race. As soon as I'm ahead, even obviously excluding P1 here, if there's not a car in front of me, I just completely drop off the pace or make mistakes. As if I kind of get a little bit lost and just stop focusing as much. Oh, he's got me here this time around though. Should have moved over earlier. Just gonna have to give him the room. Hopefully. Oh my days. I was about to say hopefully he just makes a mistake on the entry and goes too tight, but instead it just pumped me. Great. Well, we were looking good for a podium at least still, and that's now gone. How long's left? 4 minutes, so another 4 laps. Got a lot of traffic ahead of us. We might be able to make up at least a couple more positions, but not where we were.
You got a slow car on the right.
Far gone. He's right in our line though.
Car on your left. Still there. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Still there. Clear on the left. 2 wide. Keep to the left. Clear.
That's a good position there to the Golf. Just had so much more speed than me. Still try and fight it a little bit more. Follow this line there, went a bit wide.
Robert, I do see you.
That's 3 more. He's gone wide.
Robert, next time please recognize that that chicane is barely big enough for one car.
Yeah, you never want to make a move up that chicane. You just have to kind of let go and follow. Set yourself up for this. Is this last lap or one more? Okay, yep. Not quite. We're on the back of the pack now,
And
so
also with you flashing the lights, I can see where you were. Don't be doing that to people. Respectfully.
respectfully. Come on. Someone's gone
Go
off
right.
the track. Fuck's sake. Went left because it looked like he was drawing the track really aggressively to the right, but he just kind of controlled it. Just about avoid him though, that's the main thing. Alright, last lap. See if we can gain any more positions. I think maybe the Golf
Last lap.
at push. I don't know if he'd be able to get the 2 cars ahead of him. Especially with lines like that. The entry was good. Second bar, not so much, but these two, they look like they're going to take each other out. That markup as well.
You got a slow car on the right.
Oh, another car off. Just got caught out at the wrong time. Fuck's sake.
Car right.
And I lose another position. Great.
Still there.
I mean, if you're a back marker and
Clear
going
on
to
the
cause an
right.
issue there, just hang back. Like, it's the last lap. Finish P8 in the end. I know P9, sorry.
All right. There's the
Didn't
checkered
update
flag.
live. What could have been? Nathan finished second, so that's where we were at. Let's actually have a look at that contact. Slap. So, gave him the room. Didn't even get to the corner before it took me out. Let's have a look at Chase. He kind of just stayed there by the looks of it. Just turning a little bit too much, thinking he was taking a tighter line. In the cockpit. Is he turning left? Start turning right. He's just stabilizing and braking, I guess. Disappointing. Part of it is my fault. Should have just took the inside line a lot earlier than that to even give him a chance. Better play the guy behind, done well to avoid it. Yeah. It is what it is. It was a good battle. I saw him mention it just there. I think he's still in it. Put it down to me. Yeah, it is a tough one. Like, to what he was doing, I was doing the exact same in my position. If I was on the inside, I kept it there to try and keep him outside as outside as long as possible. So it is what it is. I think just assumed he was taking a tighter line than he actually did, because this one. So okay, to be fair, I did actually go a lot tighter there, like this, that. So yeah, this one was a bit more what I did. So difference is he was maybe around here. Yeah. So I was here. It is what it is. Either way, managed to still come back a little bit. P8, wasn't it? So could have been a lot worse. I'll have a look at this. 0.05 improvement. So our safety rating and 16 shall be. Best lap time though, 1:04, a big improvement on the previous race. Average was 2.5, so in terms of the top three, I was actually the slowest. So as we saw, I was kind of just there, mainly down to everyone else making a mistake, but average wise, they were quicker. Best lap time though, slightly different. God, how many splits? See, this is what I mean. So yeah, it's really odd. Previous race, there was literally one split, a single split. This time, 13. It's very odd. End up in split 7 that time round. It's all very close around. See the low to mid thousands. Let's have a look. Times it. Question is, I do sort of want to go to the gym. I do also want to do another race. It's a difficult decision, this. um, to do one more and then head out afterwards. But we're in. Let's have a look. So yeah, I rating, big improvement. We are slowly climbing. That's the main thing that we're looking for. Our main target at the moment is just to get that 2000 I rating. Obviously we're not progressing safety rating wise until we start buying a couple of things, but we can bump our I rating up, get into those higher splits a little bit. Should help us out a little, well, a touch more. Theoretically, if you're in a higher split, both faster drivers, but also hopefully a bit cleaner, theoretically. You never know. Try and see it. Can I get the graph? That's. I know there's a little graph. During week 13, I took a massive dip with my I rating. I went down to like 1,100 or something like that. It's pretty painful, has to be said. Yeah. I can get the W13. So I can get it now. You can just buy it. W12 now, isn't it? 13, sorry. So you can buy it. It's all the same price as all the others. However, the series, it's all Class A licenses, which I can't really do. But also, from what I can tell, is they're not too popular in terms of sessions entries. People. I'm sure there is an easier way to see kind of like previous races and how many splits there are, but I haven't quite figured that one out yet. Yeah, season's results. So yes, really not popular. So the last race done at 9 p.m. today, only 2 splits. One split, one split, one split, one split. So I mean, you can drive it. You can obviously do your races, but in terms of competitiveness, um, it's just going to be in there with whoever kind of wants to race it. It's not going to be too split up really. But I saw here, same with the touring cars, so maybe a bit more weird. You compare that to, let's see, wherever that may be. Past it, just there it is. Yeah. Actually, not as many as I thought. Okay, no. 5, 6 splits. And how many is in a race? 28 people. Okay, so I think I might have to go Formula C for the next one. But yeah, for W13, it's there, but it's been out for 3 weeks, so it's a brand new car, and it's already dropped off to only 1 split. So I mean, feel free to get it if you really want to drive it, but it looks like the other formulas are a lot more popular. That was Formula C, but I know Formula D is, I would say, probably a bit more popular. Yeah, 7, 7, 8, 9 splits. How many people in this one? 23. So yeah, Formula D, Formula C about the same. I know now that kind of F1 esports is over, I've seen a lot of the esports lot all on iRacing recently, and they've been taking part in Formula D mainly, from what I can tell. I know Yano's done a couple of races in that W13 last week at Fuji, but yes, it's not popular, so not the best for getting your money's worth, I would say. However, let's yep, back in our practice lobby. Got 20 minutes until our next race, and we are starting to get back up onto the pace now. Low 1 minute. Question is, will we ever get into the 59s? Yeah, I love these track names as well. I mean, Big Bend, left-hander, right-hander, just no name straight, uphill, West Bend, downhill. I mean, it's a simple track, but I'm surprised that I haven't got any like sponsorship or anything like that associated with the corner names or like any legends at the track or anything like that. It's just keep it basic. It's a Big Bend, left-hander. Yeah, that's the official names. That's why you could see Samposi straight. That's obviously I guess someone well known to the track or whatever. Exactly, America. Who needs corner names? Just say what it is. Like catchphrase. Don't overthink it. Alright. Let's head on out then. So the goal is 59.
They're showing us the black
Shit.
flag. Too fast on pit road. We need to make a stop and go.
I didn't realise. I should have realised. All the other times I've been quite lucky and I've been close to the pit exit, so I've been able to just keep going without having to worry about pit limit. There we go. That inside curb, it's just, you know you should avoid it, but just so hard not to hit with the line you have to kind of take. So how much the corner comes in on the exit. Trying to drive the car over to the right as quick as possible. Just keeping the car on track there. A little bit too wide on the exit there. Oh, just about kept that. a tiny bit of time, but just didn't put my foot down. So that uphill, it's another one. Like, you brake, you get the car slowed down, you just need to kind of let the car roll to turn in, but at the same time you do need to put your foot down at the earliest possible opportunity to give yourself a little bit more momentum up the hill. Crazy to lose out a lot of time without really doing anything wrong. Car turned. Right. Trying different things and it's just not doing it. It feels slower, which is good, but there's quite a lot of times where you think rolling the car around or just waiting that extra little bit while it feels slow is actually quicker. In this case, it doesn't work like that. Got time loss there. Always our turn one. So, brake, let go, throttle. There you go. Nice little improvement. It's all about just actually trusting that the car's going to do what you want without trying to kill you in the process. 3 cents lost, 4 cents. Fucking hell. Just hemorrhaging time at this point. Tiny little bit of sliding and scrub all the speed. Fucking on the grass, or on the track rather. On the grass is where I've ended up.
They say you cut the cord. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
Very skillfully put that back on the track though, I have to add. So slid just enough to end up nicely where I want. Also just seen a comment about switching to no OTC, doing 100% race as practice. Was that on like the track that you just felt comfortable with, or is it for ERC? How's that going? I'm not too sure when their season ends, obviously. Fair play. Especially against AI, I never can keep focus enough against AI to do 100% race. Racecraft goes out the window, I just send it every opportunity because it's AI, there's no consequence, and at that length you kind of just switch off halfway around. So it's not a bad track, yeah. It's a good one to kind of practice an OTC, to be fair. Especially around Brooklands and stuff like that. Hard to keep the traction together. The racing Griffin. Top quality racer, mate. Top quality racer. To get past this guy. Otherwise, I'm never going to go back into the 59s.
Car stops on the right. Fleet car ahead.
Oh, fucking hell.
Left side.
Fuck off. Why did he
You're on the
move
left.
over to the right? I'll just go around him.
You got a fleet car on the right.
Bit of time gain there. Somehow. It's more looking at the car and the grass to the right of me, but that's what it is. Not a bad line out there, so see what we can do this lap. Keep off the grass idea. Always that 3-4 tenths difference. Like, yeah, it's weird. I feel like I'm not doing anything different. Yeah, I'm always just losing by the end of the lap, nearly a second of time. Too bad. Once again, though, that 3 tenths round after the first set of corners. Ah, it's just gone wide.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Yeah, man. I'm letting it roll around the corners a lot more, and I'm losing time. But if I try and do what I was doing previously, I'm just always going out wide because I'm kind of off the line and forcing it around the corner. Shit. Oh, cheers, Charlie. Where did you actually end up in that race? If you were following me, I'm guessing maybe P4 or so? Maybe P5 behind, I think, Alberto, was it? But, yeah. No, I'm not too sure. I kind of looked back at the replay in a few angles, and while I turned in early, at the same time I was kind of expecting to maybe take a bit of a tighter line. So
Car
from
right.
the
Clear.
Nathan, I think his name was, his point of view, he kind of stuck his line. He turned his wheel a tiny bit left as he went into braking, but I think that's just to stabilize the car. He turned right straight away afterwards and still made the apex. So yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes it's just how it is. Overall, I think it would probably be like a racing incident if there were any kind of stewards looking at it. Just unfortunate. Going towards the back of the grid. Fellow Brit, by the way, you love to see it, especially at these hours. One thing I've noticed is when you're playing late at night, you're seeing a lot of drivers from like Iberia and stuff like that, which,
Car on your
to be
left.
fair, never really kind of took
You're on
as
the
a racing country. See,
Pit box in.
I
5,
have a lot of people
3,
from them.
2, 1. Right here.
Medley Hansen replay. Yeah, gonna say off my initial reaction, I thought it was either going to be netcode or it was that he just kind of didn't make the apex and kind of went a bit straight on. But when looking back at it, yeah, it was just before the actual kind of corner. I thought I left it late enough to try and go around the outside, and he shouldn't be where he was, but a little bit too early, perhaps. It is what it is. However, are you racing in this next race? Imagine we might get paired up again if I only went up a tiny bit of iRacing, so I'd assume I'd be in the same sort of split round, at 6, 7 sort of thing. Yeah, aliens, how are they getting into the 59s? Any of them on track? Right, Jose definitely is. He's just set that time, so what is he doing differently? Doing this to get Katsu. Yeah, so that's what I started doing this for. Previously, I just done, obviously, LX5 initially. Then I was lucky enough to see that there was a few races at the end of last season with the Fanatec Production Cup, and they were Class T, so I got a tiny bit of iRacing, well, not iRacing, stage racing with that, but also my races met for that, and then I just finished it off with the Toyota Cup as soon as that came out. So yeah, it's not too bad. After C-Class, I'm still trying to rack my head about what I want to do. Realistically, I probably want to do the Touring Cup, but there's not a lot of interest in it from what we were looking at a little bit earlier. So I most likely have to go Formula C to try and progress over to the B license. Is what I figured. But how is the oval racing? I used to do it all the time back in the day on Forza Motorsport, but nowadays I don't know if I can do it. It seems a lot more serious, and yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm going to be any good at oval racing, so might have to be streamed for the future. However, yeah, I just know my lines are going to be completely messed up. I'm not going to kind of pay attention to like any of the lanes and kind of treat it as a road race rather than just kind of staying where you are, moving up and down appropriately, and making sure to stay away from the apron. Really. You're going for the Porsche Cup. Yeah, see, Porsche I was tempted by as well, but I just don't like Porsches. I don't know what it is. GT3 racing, I absolutely love. And every now and again I do play ACC as well. I haven't done any GT3 racing on iRacing yet, but with ACC at least I'm always in McLaren. And from what I've heard, the McLaren on this, the 720S, hasn't been updated in about 2 years or so. So it's a little bit behind, and if you're going to get a GT3, either the Lamborghini or the Audi is the way to go at the moment, from what I understand. So, yeah, not too sure. But at the same time, from what I've seen and kind of the research, Porsche's obviously no TC, no ABS as well, I believe. And if you can kind of get to grips with the Porsche, you're not too bad, and you should be able to kind of transfer that into any car. So it might not be a bad way to kind of introduce myself to GT3 racing on here. It's always well populated as well, from what I've seen. I'm just not too sure if I want a Porsche. See, now that's one thing I have seen. The overall racing community seems very positive. Just being a part of a couple of Facebook groups, I never really see anything about road racing or anything like that. It's always oval or surprisingly dirt, because there's quite a small amount of people that do dirt racing on here. They're quite a close-knit group from what I've been able to tell. So not as popular, but they seem to enjoy themselves quite a bit, and I think they've got like some stock cars or something on here, so might have to be one again to try in the future. AC. Okay, nice bit of real racing. So yeah, while I haven't done any proper racing, most I've done is just karting and stuff like that. Do understand the kind of not feeling the forces, just not feeling that kind of feedback from the tires as much as possible, or kind of the sensation of any sort of G going through your body is a little bit weird. Do get that, and yeah, it makes sense doing something that you've not done in real life or anything like that. You just kind of assume that's what it feels like, don't you? But just hey ACC because you're rubbish at it. I get it. I don't know what it is. There's a very fine way to like drive ACC. I haven't quite worked out, and I think it's kind of happening on here as well. Trail braking is essential for ACC. If you're not very good at it, you'll just lose so much lap time over and over again. And yeah, it's a difficult one to kind of nail down. Unfortunately, I haven't got any load cell pedals. So I'm just kind of trying to go off muscle memory in terms of positioning of obviously the potentiometer. And yeah, that makes trail braking a little bit harder. But yeah, there's just so many differences as well with ACC. I find that, say, 3 months or so, one car could be really good, you get used to it, and then they make some bop changes and that car is then instantly terrible. It's really weird. So you do have to kind of get comfortable with a few different cars to kind of remain at a competitor level on ACC. But at the same time, I don't put in enough hours to be able to kind of switch about as much as possible. And yeah, I'm usually a good 2-3 seconds off some of the top guys. So it's a fun game. Just not quite there yet. But a bit of practice. And as I say, always makes perfect, I guess. And hey, Anna. Come on in. Let's have a look. You having a good night, and what are you up to at the moment? I need to get used to looking that way. Said originally, because my mic's pointing kind of this way. I naturally want to go that way. We're in a different split. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I'm apparently one of the top ranked here. So either you're just above or below me. But yeah, all the best. Hope it goes well. And yeah, maybe hopefully you get a podium this time round. All going well. I've had a look at that. Pressure is on. Second seed in this lobby, so can I see strength field? Yeah, strength field 1.4k. So I think we were in a slightly higher split last time with it being 1.5, so I'll probably drop down one. It's fine. At this point, because how many different splits are around this kind of margin, it doesn't really matter too much. You still see a couple of aliens just with new accounts out and about in these splits. Let's wait and see. Here we go then. So time for a bit of quali, and let's hope we don't bottle it this time round. All right, here we go then. Nice and easy out lap. Just try and get the tyres a little bit warm. Oh, I really hooked the curb there. I was expecting to do a lot more turning to get around there, but no. Just swirl the car around. And let's try and get a decent final corner. I've kind of messed up a little bit. Trying to fight it too much. Okay, so already not the best for a flying lap, but maybe make up the difference. Nail turn one here. And we go. Bit better than our normal 3/10 stamp, so I'll take it for now. Got a time made up for them somehow. Didn't feel confident whatsoever on the turn in. A little bit too hard, but if I can get past this line with only 2/10 down, that's a decent time. Should definitely put us at least maybe second row. Go it too wide there. Managed to save it just about. It was a really sloppy turn there. Again, not feeling comfortable, but still just getting up the hill. And yeah, wasn't too bad of an exit, but not as good as our first run, so
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
go. Currently second, dropping down to third. People coming in with their final times. Yeah, I've got one person managing to set 59.9, just getting into that sub-minute barrier. Yet to do that ourselves, but looking good for that second row, which we were going for. Not too bad. Okay, it's promising. We could do something with this. Ooh, Lara coming in last second there. 1:03. Just bumping me down a place, but still on that second row. So we're going to be starting on the outside once more. And to be honest, I kind of want someone to beat my time again. Just move me down one more position. There we go. Thank you very much. Just as I requested. Cheers for that, Casper. Yeah. That puts me on the inside. And to be honest, I might be able to get that fourth position back just off the start because of being on the inside is a lot easier going into turn one on that one. Okay. Not too bad. I think that's pretty much going to be everyone done unless someone's had a really slow kind of start to the quali. I would imagine everyone's done by now. We've got 4 people who haven't done any laps, but that could have just been invalidations or anything like that. Could have just gone off track a little bit. While I've touched wood, done okay so far in terms of not getting too many off tracks here at Lime Rock. It is quite easy to do, especially that last corner. You can just go out wide fairly easily and end up on the grass. Could be a pretty easy reason as to why someone might have done it. Still nothing about the inactivity. Oh, sorry, the inactivity timer coming up. So either someone's still going about or someone keeps messing with stuff. Robert? No. I don't think I can see them, but it's where to go. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, no. Yeah, Merlin was on a lap still. And yeah, he's just come in there, moved me down an extra position, and popped me back on the outside. Just beat me by literally 700ths. Slightly annoying, but here's what it is. Fair play to him. I left that late, but okay. P6, now we're starting. Same as last time, and we saw how that went. Had 4 people all trying to go into turn 1 at the same time. Ended with 3 cars getting absolutely nailed. So that might happen again. So wait and see. Actually, that's something I should have looked back on with the previous replay. I did save it, so I'll have a look back later on. But yeah, I still have no idea what they were thinking with that one. Literally all 4 cars going into the same corner at the same time. It just wasn't going to happen. You would expect at least one of them to be smart and just back out of it, but nope. They all went for it. See any more new times coming in. Still 3 people yet to set a time, so 30 seconds left on the clock. You're surprisingly using the full 8 minutes. Come on. Can't even see my own replay on sad. Oh well. Should be moving over to the grid now. There we go. Yeah, so officially starting P6 then on the outside. Ooh, okay, so that's why it took so long. I don't know what Merlin was doing, but he took his sweet time getting to the grid for quali. But he's actually managed to improve a little bit more. Shaved off another 10th and a bit, and he's up to 3rd. So we've got Lara to the right of us this time.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed.
Okay. See how we do this time around them. Let's see. That P1 hasn't got to the grid yet. I don't know what everyone does. Like, surely everyone understands. If everyone goes to the grid quickly, the race starts earlier. Just make life a lot easier for everyone else. So we're running down the time late as possible. I want to say it's Merlin again. Was 6, 5, 4. Okay, no, Merlin's 3. So yeah, it's just P1. Don't know what they're doing. Oh shit. Okay. P1 not there, or am I reading this wrong? Yeah. I'm right at the moment, I think. But, yeah. There's only 4 cars ahead of me, so the guy behind me is P7, I believe. So, interesting. A guy who did a 59 decided to try and do a last to first, perhaps, and start from the pit lane. Bad play. See how it pans out for him, I guess. Oh shit. Don't know if you heard a big bang there, but that was my cat siren to jump down from a little tower. And don't know if she tried to jump somewhere where it wasn't as solid as she thought, but it seems okay.
Get ready, going green.
Alright, pace car gone. We're not going just yet.
Car is off, be ready.
Oh, why are you braking? Come on, just let go of throw.
Green, green, green.
Yeah, that guy behind got such a good start. I don't know why no one went. It's just become an absolute clusterfuck.
Right side.
The fuck am I witnessing
Going
here?
on the left. Clear on the right.
Just having to concede so many positions. Oh, of course you're trying to send it into the chicane.
Clear on the right.
A slap one. Why are you doing stupid stuff? Just... At this point, I'm just being very passive. You've seen how many accidents happen on this track. I come check on it. Yeah, she seems fine. Oh, like that I don't get. Why are people taking each other out on a straight? You're just driving a fucking line. Oh, and I've lost it. Fuck's sake. T3 inspired. It truly is. I'm too sure what happened there. I think I may have just turned a little bit too aggressive. I dropped down to third normally and to the corner as it should. Maybe just a bit cold tyres still. I was going quite slow on that lap, so maybe just didn't get any temperature in them. I'm heating them, but God knows. Still early on in the race, I should be able to catch everyone up fairly quickly. But I don't know. At the same time, people are done, man. He's into the pits. So that was the person that we lined up next to. He was P7, so they dropped back loads. There you go. Balak did the exact same thing. This time, the traction actually held. Don't know why. Everything feels quite smooth about this lap though, as he said. A bit hard into the corner, but still managed to get around fairly okay. So generally 10 seconds to what I assume is the main pack. Got 4 seconds from the guy up ahead. Should be able to chase him down quite quickly. So I don't know what the times are. You'll actually know more than me. But I don't know if it's just because I'm chasing someone down, I have someone ahead of me. Even though they're quite far, I'm just a lot more comfortable with this car. There's no difference between me being on my own or anything like that. Just feel a lot more aggressive with it. Particularly that corner, that feels a lot smoother.
Car stop on the left. You got a slow car on the left.
Someone's got punted up there. So you're going to move, or I'm going to have to try and go around him? I have to try and go around him. That's it. He was just perfectly in the way at the wrong time. Sake, I knew I was going wide. I tried to let off the throttle, get a bit of rotation back onto the track, but lost it still. Second gap now. Let's see if I can catch him. I'm surprised there haven't been as many incidents as normal. It's gone very wide through there though. Shit. I just didn't get the turn in on the right side. Just nailed the Soch curb instead. It's a lot of time then. Pulling right in the back of this little pack here. Go again then. It seems to be faster on the first sector at least, so now they're going to be in a bit of traffic, kind of fighting each other. I should patch. He's just drove off, and that's a perfect example of what I mean of trying to kind of drive around the outside at turn 1. Track just comes in a lot quicker than you think it does, and you end up going wide pretty easily. Another casualty.
Bro, read the space.
That's 2 positions again, thankfully. Just need to catch this poor guy again. He's had 1 mistake, so there's a chance he might make another, but ideally I want to try and get him on track. I feel like I'm quicker than him. Little correction now I saw. Shame I fucked up at the same time. And Merlin's behind us. He's catching quick. And start closing down in the sky. While slowly catching the pack ahead as well. But try and get past them.
Bro, man, I don't know what to do with this fucking idiot, man.
Sounds like Tom's just having fun.
Space at all. Fucking moron.
I have a lot of space here.
Car stopped ahead. Go right. Go right.
What the
Car on your
fuck
left.
was that?
Go right. Clear. Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
He just stopped. Let's cut the course up. And to be fair, I'll happily take a yield penalty then, because I have no idea what just happened there. He just stopped directly in the middle. Exactly where you need to turn him. So it's a shame for Paul. I think he is back going again, but he would have picked up a hefty bit of damage of that. And
You're in the top 10.
not the way I was hoping to try and get past him. Fuck's sake. Go. And this is it again. As soon as I got no one around me, just making mistakes, doing things differently when I haven't done it any other lap. The thing is, I'm not even thinking about trying to do things differently. I'm just subconsciously doing it, and then I realise I fucked up. Usually a little bit too late. It's the perfect case of self-sabotage. Now, once again, not slowing down enough, just not being able to get the turn in to avoid that left curb. At this point, I think P9 might be as good as we can do in our comeback drive after the early mistake. How long we got left? 2 minutes. Have 2 more laps. Seems like this Robert guy is about the same pace as me, so I don't think I'll be able to kind of catch him miraculously unless he makes a mistake, but keep going. That was a little bit of a better line. I felt like I was a little bit slower on the turn though. Drifted out too wide, for fuck's sake. This last lap? No? Okay. 2 more. Shit. Tried to use that curb a little bit too much. That's completely dropped. So I'll save myself some. So I am catching this guy, just not enough unfortunately. Corner, I'll have 1 more lap. Unless anything massive happens up ahead, this is where we're going to be finishing unfortunately. I'm looking for a bit more of a comeback, but seems a fairly instant through race from a lot of people. It's good if you're amongst the pack up ahead. In my case, just one little mistake early on has cost me quite badly. Shaved nearly a second off the guy up ahead. Actually an extra lap, or 2 laps or so, may have got him, but just not enough unfortunately. Yep, finishing there at P8. So I think someone might have crashed out when I saw I was P9, but I will take it.
There's the flag. It's over.
There we go. So results, that Maryland guy managed to take a top spot. Douglas and Casper, so top 3 pretty much stayed the same. Yasser, who I think started from the pits, good drive from him, ended up P4. Apart from that, yeah, everything was about the same. Have a look at that turn 1 again. Lap 2. What the fuck happened? Broke. Normal point. Get rid of that. Yeah. Normal point. Just lost it. Just carrying in a little bit too much speed. I think it's probably more still a bit cold tires, but can't really see anything really wrong with that. I broke at the same point. 100% throttle, well, brake, sorry. And started letting off. So yeah, it's just one of those random things, really, unfortunately. But yeah, it's way out of that one. And we haven't got the results just yet for this one, actually. Okay, no, I haven't. Wait and see what the results are. But yeah, it is a shame. Unfortunately, that will be the last race for tonight. Should be back on for tomorrow. But yes, I was hoping to go out on at least a podium, ideally. And seemed like borrow a little bit off the pace for that first race. Starting to get a bit more comfortable. But as we've seen with that little crash there, even if you didn't really do anything wrong, this car will still kill you. Like, it's simple as that. Unfortunately. Still coming up just yet. All day I racing. It's the longest I've had to actually wait for results ever. That's it. So why is it not showing me? Good. Just had an update. Yeah, so that is the race. So which split were we in? Split 6. Okay. A lot of people disconnected. Oh, 2 people disqualified. That's impressive. Both 18 incident points. Don't see that too often, but yeah, a lot of people having incidents around disconnecting, and yeah, unfortunately for us, well, we got some okay points. 19 I rating added on, and a tiny little bit of safety rating. 8 was all we could do. Let's have a quick look at the other splits. See, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie was in the one above us, so yeah, he was just a tiny bit more than us. He got a P8 as well. Fair play to him. Too bad. Maybe we'll bump into him again tomorrow in that case. But yeah, as I said, that is going to be everything from me for tonight. Hope you have enjoyed. It's an interesting track, Climb Rock. It's fairly straightforward. But as you can see, any mistake, you are going to end up on the grass, which is going to pretty much end up with you in the barrier. There's not much saving that. Or you get people taking each other out on a straight. So yeah, while it's not that much of a technical track, people make it hard. It's the simplest thing I can kind of really say about that. But hope you have enjoyed the few races that we have done here tonight. Obviously, I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully a little bit earlier as well, and should get in a few more, and hopefully maybe try and get a podium or possibly that first win. We're still looking on for that one. So until next time, hope you enjoy. Have a good night, and see you shortly.